All right, welcome back, you guys. All right, so Pyrotechnic Ian. We are continuing. We should nearly be done the routing. Like, I'm actually hoping we can start an attempt today at some point if we have enough time. But where are we at? I think we're just. Oh, you know what? I think we just unlocked patches, right? Okay. The rate for Twitch, 8 megabits per second is what it is, like, on average. That's what it's set to, but it does fluctuate a bit. When did I start routing this? I started. If you go on the YouTube stream, it should be very easy to see. I think it was. Was it last Friday? I think this is the third stream of this. At this point. Okay, we got the Bellvine. Got this one. I think we're just going to Deacons now. Happy with the Sun's off season so far? I think it's okay. I think it's all right. Could be worse, could be better, probably. But yeah, this route, if people missed a stream yesterday, this run is insane, dude. Actually, just insane. When we get to the DLC, I was thinking Pyro's going to be a little bit weak in the DLC. I was completely wrong. I don't know. It's probably the strongest thing. Like, Sunlight Spear might be better, but I don't know. It's hard to say, actually. Destroza, thanks for the 4-month resub, dude. I appreciate that. All right, let's make save. Yeah, Boulder Heave is... I very underestimated Boulder Heave and how good that is in the DLC. It's just crazy, dude. But yeah, I don't know. I think there is potential that Miracle's DLC is better. At least I know for a fact on Midir, Sunlight Spear does like 1,300 damage a hit on him or something. So you can't really compete with that. But I don't know. I'm so excited for. I'm excited to do this run. I'm also excited to do the Miracles as well. Very excited for that. We're just gonna do this the slow way. Wouldn't mind sniping this guy, but I have to just wait a second. I could also just go skull and catch flame, and then there's some other strat where you just throw skulls at the sarcophagus apparently and start picking them off or something. I don't know if I really like that very much. Damn, dude. That's the sort of stuff we got to look out for here. Like, that guy must have just been right on the edge of the skull. I tried DLC Stranded, no hit. Yeah, that actually was a pretty fun run. It's unfortunate that it has a pretty big setup. But yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah, at this point, I should probably just wait until everyone's kind of grouped back up. Yeah, Deacons always sucks, but with Magic, they're a little bit better. At least. Oof, that was a little dangerous, dude. Okay. Yeah, so what we're doing right now, we're just going through the... We're going through the rest of the route. I've actually meant ashes on my notes. I don't think we're actually going to get it. But yeah, we're just going through the rest of the route and just doing like kind of the final changes. And then the next run, we should be able to just get it, or at least start attempting it, right? Start resetting. How's it going, Ravmel?
Ashen.
I think we just level up a bit, I guess. It was that, dude, it was so funny. I was watching Hob streaming Minecraft earlier because he's doing Minecraft no hit. It was so funny, dude. Like he was trying to, I don't know, he was trying to build the nether portal with, you know, like using lava and a bucket and stuff. And he just could not figure it out. Like he kept, I don't know, he just kept like putting the water in the wrong place and stuff. I was dying, dude. It was so good. That's part of the reason why I'm streaming a little bit later today, because I was just watching and I was just dying. It was so good. But yeah, it kind of reminds me, I would really like to do that run at some point. I don't know if he's doing random seed. It kind of seemed like he is. Definitely random seed's the way to go, though. Random seed, no damage is what I'd do. Okay, so we're if we want cat ring, then we need to get this. But yeah, I couldn't tell if he was trolling or not, dude, because I don't know. Like he had done Minecraft no hit all before. He had done it like a while ago. I wasn't sure if, I don't know. I wasn't sure if he was messing around or what, but. All right, time for the good old branch strat. We could get cat ring now, but I don't think we are in any rush to. Yeah, maybe Raphmal. I don't know when I'm gonna do it, but yeah, probably wouldn't mind some help on that. Yeah, Pyromancy scales with Faith and Int equally, although if you're doing a Pyromancer run yourself, make sure you level Int first, at least to 25. That seems to be the optimal leveling, is you go 25 Int first, and it has to be Int. Because there's some, it's probably a bug, but if you don't have any intelligence with Pyromancy, your Faith doesn't scale. Like, it just doesn't work. So you need to get your int at least to, I guess, at 25, and then I don't know if that's the exact number, but around 25, and then once you do that, then you start leveling Faith. That's what we do on this run. But yeah, like I said, if, for some unknown reason, if you don't get any intelligence with Faith, even or with Pyromancy, even if you have 99 Faith, you'll still be doing the same damage. So apparently more important than Faith. Well, like sort of. Yeah, you need Int to actually start getting scaling. Consider Wu-Chang no hit. I haven't played the game yet, but honestly, if I was going to hit some game like that, I would go to Wukong first, which surely I'll do at some point. This chime, we use it for two things. The main thing is it boosts our casting speed to maximum, so that's the biggest reason. I'm going to use this on every single run. The Witch Tree branch is actually in this area is also the same, but for like it's a sorcery staff instead. But the other thing we use it for is Gentle Prayer. We're going to use Power Within on this run, which is 20% more damage, but it drains your health. And Gentle Prayer will counteract the health drain, because it's a slightly faster regen than the drain of Power Within. And so the idea is we have Lloyd's Sword Ring, and we combine it with Gentle Prayer plus Power Within, so we get, you know, the 20% damage from Power Within, plus the underrated part of Power Within is the insane stamina regen. You get just, like, plus 30 stamina regen or something insane. And that enables some of the later strategies, like the free to stunlock and stuff. But yeah, so we get that, and then we also get the 10% from Lloyd's Sword Ring still. We could do it with Red Tearstone Ring, technically, to get extra 10%. The problem is that managing our HP with that is I need to be more aware of it, and it's just kind of... I feel like it's not worth it because our damage is already so high. But technically, you can do it with Red Tearstone. When the Sunlight Straight Sword no-hit video comes out, probably within the next week or two, or you could just go back in the live streams and watch when I did it, but that build actually did use Red Tearstone plus Power Within, but it didn't use a chime to regenerate. It used a shield, which makes it easier. Hopefully it's safe. Like, potentially one of those guys could see me in aggro or whatever. But anyways, yeah, you could use Red Tearstone Ring. It's more of a headache to set up, and I'm kind of... I don't really want to bother with it. Or it's not the setup that's a problem. It's just the being aware of your health mid-boss fight and, like, unequipping the Bellvine when you need to and then recasting, and I just don't want to bother. No, I've been playing Bloodborne off stream, 100%, yeah. That's what I was doing all weekend, basically. Yeah, I could play it on stream, I guess, but... sometimes it's fun to just play games off stream, you know? How's it going, Bender? Zephyrs, how's it going, dude? Play this since God Run 3? Dark Souls 3, yeah, I mean, maybe not a lot. I mean, even before God Run 3, I went a while without playing DS3. This is the most I've played DS3 in the past 5 years for sure, though. Or 4 years, maybe. Oops. Okay. Where'd I get to in Bloodborne? So I'm doing a no upgrade run. I just killed... who'd I kill? I just killed Amelia, so I'm not far in. Like, just basically getting started on it. But yeah, I'm basically just doing like a full no upgrade playthrough. Killing everybody, all the, like, getting every item, all that stuff. Draco, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub, dude. But yeah, the game is so much more fun playing it in 60 FPS on PC and, you know, no bead jump. It actually makes the game fun to play. So my rating on Bloodborne is going to have to change because I usually throw that here, right? Because the reason it's been my least favorite Souls-like game for so long is because it's so garbage to play on the PS4. And, like, PS5's a bit better, but still bad. But yeah, experiencing like I am right now, it's totally different, dude. Metaloid, thanks so much for the raid. How was your stream? I appreciate that. Okay. I could probably use a Blossom here, I guess. This fight is a little scuffed with Pyro, I think. The way I'm doing it. Or maybe I should play him point blank, you know? Maybe I shouldn't be doing it this way. But Helps if I hit the boss too. Okay, that was fucking... I shouldn't have done that. I forgot he just input reads assist like that, dude. I don't think I need to free aim. I don't really know what I'm doing. Yeah, I don't need to be free aiming stuff. I'm gonna do this again, dude. That was terrible. And yeah, like maybe I should just play him melee, dude, instead. I could easily do that. Sorcery was better with this because the cast of Soul Arrow is much faster. Oh man, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits, dude.
Catch on fire and people will come for miles to see you.
Oh boy. The consort combo, dude. It's actually so funny that they just took it one for one, dude. 1-to-1 from this game. I don't really remember how to fight this boss very well, dude. That was pretty nice. that was pretty funny, dude. The kill on Miracles, what I do here is I just fight a melee, but our damage I think is a lot higher than this also. Just because our main damage on Miracle is stone. Get clipped because of the stairs. What am I saying? Nice. I can somehow snipe him when he's midair, but... Oh, I thought he was... I thought he was summoning, dude. That's insane. Surely consistent. Yeah, I'm realizing I really do not remember this boss that well. Because I just parry him, usually. Yeah, calculated stun. How should I do this, man? Yeah, Green Blossom is the same as a turtleneck. I don't know about the numbers on them, I guess, but same idea. Bottom normal on any percent. I wonder if a parry would do anything. I'm not gonna have stamina for this. It is so much easier to parry him, isn't it? Which is why I do it. obviously. Yeah, the guard counter should be out this week, Sebastian, dude. Yeah, like the thing is, for basically every no-hit kill on this boss, doesn't matter what damage you have, it's just parries. Like, that's always what it is. Always parry. You know what? I mean, is Dark the best on him? I can't remember. If I'm gonna do it this way, we could get Black Flame. Magic's probably the best on him, but I can't remember. Let me check really quick. I really don't remember what's better on him. I thought Dark was the best. Okay, Dark and Light. Okay, so it's pretty much all the same. Rust is the best on him, apparently. Magic's the worst on him, but it's not bad. Okay. I guess, I mean, we could go Black Flame. But there's probably no difference. Just stun him a little bit faster. But which strategy do I do, though? Because the concern I have with that range strat with Great Chaos Fire Orb is that if you're not at the right distance or whatever, and he does the jump attack at you, with Great Chaos Fire Orb, you're not rolling in time, you know? You know what, though? Pyro is really good at killing the summon, which is nice. I mean, that's really easy, too, though, right? That's pretty easy as well. Rohit, I appreciate that, dude. Every time I watch you want to play Souls games. Dion, thanks, dude. Souls games are fun. Especially when you're doing stuff like this, in my opinion. This one's the best. Can I? Kind of cool. Yeah, I mean, this probably is the simplest, right? Okay, but I mean, we'll just do that, I guess. Range cheese. Surely he won't jump attack me. Who's the best designed boss in DS3? I'm gonna say... Gale has to be up there. I think Demon Prince is probably up there as well. Oh boy. Frida's really good too, but Yeah, Greywood. Of course. Like, I'm thinking of bosses that have absolutely no issues with them, right? Like, even a boss like Nameless King could be there, but I just think phase 1, there's the camera issue when you're locked on. So even that. I think Gale, I can't think of anything wrong with Gale at all. I can't think of a single thing. Like, sure, maybe he's not the most complicated, but he's extremely well designed. Demon Prince as well. I guess the one thing, and this doesn't matter to anybody except no hit runners, is the hitbox on his wing attack is scuffed as hell. On like when he flies back. No, Cinder's good, but the thing that I think isn't maybe the best designed is the combination of Soul Mass plus other phases. I feel like that's a little bit of a miss. So. And he's also got the heal, the unpreventable heal, which I really don't like. It's another thing that really sucks. So yeah, definitely not. Like, Cinder's an S tier boss, I think, but nah. He's not the best designed in this game, for sure. Yeah, Dancer. Yeah, Dancer's up there as well. I would agree with that. Yeah, Dancer, Gale, Demon Princes, Frida. I think Frida probably belongs there too, I think. The only thing is the phase 2, which isn't even bad. Twin Princes, no. They should be there, but because of the scuffedness of the teleporting. I think Dragon Slayer armor is pretty good too. So yeah, those are my answers, I guess. Also, Gundyr and Vort. I like definitely Udex Gundyr and Champion Gundyr for sure. Also go in there. Both pretty much perfect bosses, I think. Vort has a little bit of scuffness, so there's no way he's up there, but... Okay, what am I getting?
Ash.
We have Bone Shard and... We're supposed to get to 30-30. And then... Well, no, I guess we go beyond 30-30, but...
Farewell, Ashen.
Yeah, I mean, ODK is not terrible, but he's not anything special. Yeah, I forgot Deacons. Nah, Abyss Watchers certainly not. The phase 1 on Abyss Watchers is honestly, in my opinion, bad. Phase 2 is really good though. If it was like only phase 2 or something, some enhanced phase 2, then maybe, but phase 1 Abyss Watchers, I just don't even understand still to this day. Like how it makes sense that just one of them is... I get the idea, maybe what they were going for, but just the way it's presented in the fight, I think is bad. You know, you have one Abyss Watcher who can fight anyone, and then the other two just can't fight each other, and then one of them has way more health. I just don't get it, dude. I personally wouldn't have done it in that way. Phase 2 is good, though.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
12 months after
Elias, thanks for the 1 year resub. Thanks so much, man. Yeah, my hair changing. Yeah, that's true, actually. Ash, thanks for the 5-month Prime sub. Elfman, thanks so much for the 1,000 bits, dude. Appreciate that, man.
Love, Machina love.
Dark Monkey, thanks for the 13-month Prime sub as well. Yeah, I'm rolling it because I'm scared. That Silver Knight attack. It's been a while since I've like run past him, so I'm just gonna roll it. Probably every time. I've lost my trust in just running past it. Okay, so I think we want to do that plus... Is it 1 Great Combustion to the tail? Maybe the body? Yeah, the body's good. Okay, thankfully he didn't do the attack. I think we do want a Green Blossom here. Great Chaos Fire Orb does take a shit ton of stamina. Beautiful. Okay. Aldrich's good. We are getting Black Flame for Dancer, yes. Alright, Cirrus. The Cat Ring, we really do not need it, but I kind of want it, though. Okay, I think I have to reload the area every time. Average FromSoft quest line. Homeward Bone would be much faster. Or just, maybe I just, no. I'll just quit out. There's no reason to.
Bless.
So we get that, and now we have to reload Shrine with her gone. Here? Oh, really? Going left is not 100%? It's probably based on some sort of like stamina management or something, I'm guessing. Or oh, perfectly fine. Someone got clipped. Interesting. I don't think I've ever seen that, but doesn't matter. Just simply roll. Have I platinumed the game? Yeah, I did all achievements no hit run a while ago. Whenever that was, 2019 or something. Very honestly, such a fun run, dude, in this game. Like, I've done no-hit all achievements in DS2, DS3, and Elden Ring. DS3 is by far the most fun. And it's just because you have to get every spell, every ring, kill every boss, obviously. Like, the things you have to do in this game are really fun, and it's not... Well, okay, I mean... Of course, minus the farming. Okay, hello? Cirrus, you're supposed to tank for me? Minus the farming. Because the farming sucks. But everything else is great. Cirrus, attack, please. But yeah, just, I don't know, you gotta go to basically every corner of the map.
Thank you for your kind assistance.
And...
Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Yeah, that was just a really fun run and a fun run to route. There are a lot of, you know, unique challenges with picking up certain items as well. You know, such as Sacred Flame and Toxic Mist, right? It's not just you pick it up. You got to have a strategy and specifically plan for the pickup, which I think is fun. But yeah, Elden Ring all achievements, it's not, you have to get the legendary weapons and the, or legendary spells or something like that. I don't know. It's just not, it's not the same because you don't have to do everything. So, yeah, that's what I really liked about all achievements in this game. DS2 was decent as well. But I don't remember it being as fun as it was in this game. Like this, all achievements in this game, I really had to plan it very well. So, highly recommend it, but then the farming part, just simply don't do it. Just cheat the items or 100% drop rate or something. Do I like DS2 more than DS3? I like a lot of things about DS2 more than DS3, but I like them both a lot. I've played DS3 quite a bit more. I like both of them. I shouldn't have healed, actually. Yeah, DS2 has more replay value, 100%. One of the things I really like about it. They kind of excel in different ways. I'm just gonna kill him. They excel in very different ways. Kind of all the Souls games are like that, I guess. The thing is, there's no way the cat ring's actually worth it on this run in terms of time and like speed. But I kind of just want to get it anyways. Actual one fall damage. No, fall damage doesn't count as a hit. Anything from the environment, any status effects, damage, or stagger from environment doesn't count as a hit. Has to be from an enemy or trap. Section? Well, the thing is, I have to go back, right? So, because I do the skip. I mean, this is the most optimal route through this area, I think, for what we need to get. And it prevents any backtracking, which is cool. But it takes a while to get the cat ring, and I could just run back through the area. Yeah, right now we're going to set up Carla so that we can get Black Flame. Zasa, thanks for the 11-month Prime sub, dude. Do I like the emote? Yeah, that's pretty nice. Probably should have put on Sword Ring for that. Okay, this part I'm not 100% confident on. Because somehow one time the giant aggroed. Oh. Oh yeah, that's terrible. I guess the rats can be in different positions, which I didn't really realize. I probably shouldn't do it this way, but it just makes so much more sense. What do I do? And the problem is the rats respawn. I'm pretty sure forever, but I've had this debate a few times with people saying that it's not forever if you sit here for like hours or something, but yeah, right when I jumped out, rats came out of there. But the problem is the quit out totally messes this up. Koshiro, thanks for the brand new sub, dude. But yeah, this is the path I took on sorcery as well, but I had hidden body, so it didn't matter. That's a good question. How did the giant end up here? Maybe it was grown from a baby or something. Go back. No, I'm not using hidden body because it's sorcery. I want to stay like purely pyro here, basically. I'm gonna make a save here and try this a few times. Let's go on Aziz, by the way. That's a good idea, attention, dude. Yeah, right where those rats come out. Because I think running around the right side is definitely better. And the problem is the rats have some super fast jump, like little headbutt attack that would... I don't know if it's really reactable or not. Fosty, thanks for the brand new Prime sub. Okay, so we normally come over here. Pick this up. Now we're here. It's gonna be kind of annoying to test this part.
Oh my god, dude!
I could maybe...
That is so shit! That is so shit! That is such a garbage! Oh my god!
Kill a couple of them. I'm pretty sure, like, if I hit the giant, I should probably test what happens, but I'm sure he goes crazy, right? Or maybe this is a good way to kill him. I don't know. Because he's standing up now. Huh, I guess I could kill the giant. There's not really a point, but... Wait, now he's not standing up? It's so dumb. I don't really trust this, dude. Elias, thanks for giving him 5 subs, by the way, dude. I appreciate that. Thanks, man.
Maybe I'll give you the best.
Ram Ranch, thanks for the 91-month
Hi.
resub, dude. God damn, man. That's crazy, dude. Welcome back, man. 91. This part is very satisfying right here. If I do it properly.
Enjoying the Ds3 streams.
Wiser, thanks for the 1,000 bits as well, dude. Yeah, have you been at Raymarch, dude? Hope you've been well, man. Yeah, speaking of Potastic, oh boy. Happening? Speaking of Potastic, we're planning on doing a Dark Souls 3 seamless co-op run at some point. Not sure when. Like, maybe sooner rather than later. This should be pretty fun, dude. This part, let's go. Oh, that's bad. Fine. Can't wait to miss that a bunch of times and get drained. Doing trilogy no hit next? Is that true? Or are you just saying that? I mean, she's done Elden Ring, DS1 and DS2 no hit so far. I don't know if I don't know if I like I like this route. I just don't know. I don't trust those rats, dude. We should do it one more time. Yeah, she got DS2, I think, a couple days ago. It was actually so funny because when, like when she got it, or when she was in the final fight, she just totally was not, like, it looked like she just didn't care what was happening. She's like so chill. That's how you know the no hit runs have gotten to you, dude. Basically, you've got the mindset down. Because I'm sure the first few ones, or the first few ones she did, you could definitely tell how stressed she was. But then I guess once you get a few under your belt, she said she was still nervous, but it's totally different being able to control it, right? Which is exactly what happens. But yeah, it's funny to see that take place so obviously, though. Yeah. Seasoned no-hit runner. Equipped in my left hand is the Bellvine. It's cast speed passive. Or it has a increased cast speed passive on it. Is this guy aggro's? Like, is there any way he chases me? Surely not. What's up? Received a wire this morning informing you that this would be a 36-hour stream. Surely true. Can confirm that that's true. Yeah, I guess I just, you know, kill whatever rats I see. Then... But yeah, why can he aggro sometimes, though? Maybe it just doesn't matter? I don't think it matters, though. Why I'm so chill at the end of no-hit runs? Yeah, that's probably the biggest reason, right? It's just I've done a lot of them at this point. Gotta be the biggest reason. I don't think it's the whole reason, though. I think it's a mindset thing, and there are probably three things, right? If you're at the end of your first no-hit run, you're going to be more nervous. There's no way around it. So there's that, yeah, experience. And then there's also, I don't know why I grabbed that. There's also the mindset in the run. So what I think about when I'm doing no-hit runs, it's not that I'm not trying to get a run once. That's not what I think about. I'm trying to get a run every time. And so when I have that mindset for something, and that's the way I practice and stuff, then there's not as much at stake when I'm actually at the end of it, right? But if I'm thinking like, oh, I need to get the run on this attempt here, then that's when mistakes happen. Or that's when you're going to like psych yourself out or something, right? The last thing, I think I'm pretty calm naturally. Like, so there's just like some natural component, I'm sure, that some people would be more jumpy than others. So those are what I think are probably the three things. You're kidding me. Dude, what the hell? Maybe I should throw 2 skulls. That's insane. I'm going to throw 2. I'm going to throw the first fire orb and then skull. And then throw another one. Because that's just insane that that happened. Okay. I guess I'm okay with this. Simply put, don't play like Hob. I don't know about that. I mean, he's done a lot of the hardest runs, right? Or well, like God Run 3 and stuff. So he's doing something right.
Ashen.
Okay, what am I getting? The spells. Probably don't need Black Fire Orb. I say to buy Blooming Clumps here, but I'm not gonna bother.
Well, farewell, Ashen One.
Actually, no, we need blue. No. I should get Black Fire Orb. Totally forgot it on Yorm. If I weren't a professional gamer, what would I do professionally? Well, before I started streaming all the time, well, not streaming all the time, before I started full-time streaming, I guess, I did software development, so that's likely what I would have done. And who knows, like, it's maybe I'll go back at some point, but I could definitely see that happening. Or, I don't know, or I would have gotten bored and started doing something else. I really don't know what. Like, I was never really super set on anything. Yeah, arm wrestler, dude. Yeah, I'd start juicing to the gills, and then I would, yeah. East vs. West arm wrestler, surely. Just go crazy. Good way to save, I guess. It's surprisingly easy to headshot Yorm there. I don't know why. It just works. Oh, this is terrible. Ah, whoops. Fully scuffed it. This is supposed to be a very easy 2-cycle, but... Not the prettiest kill. I mean, let me do that again. That was terrible. Ever had pressure to get a career? I mean... I guess to a degree, but nothing crazy. Like, I'm very laid back, and... Luckily, I was always in a pretty good, like, situation, so... Oops. There we go. That's how it's done. But yeah, especially, I mean, with how things are in Canada right now and how they've been over the past, like, 10 years, I don't know. I didn't have... Like, I don't really care about trying to make a lot of money. And so, I didn't, like, I wasn't even thinking about that, you know? Like, about, you know, stuff like owning a, you know, getting a house at some point or something like that. I never really thought about it, so I was gonna just be fine living at my parents' or something the whole time. That's what I was kind of thinking. But nice one. Very honest damage. Guard counter should be out this week at some point. Okay, so that's all good. Dragon Slayer. Yeah, Alienware. I don't know what's going on, dude. I have no idea. Software development play well in Canada. I mean, yeah, it's decent. Like, especially once you get into a senior position somewhere, then yeah, it's pretty damn good. Oh boy. Maybe I should just do the old strat of just waiting there. We drink for this guy. Gets me with that. Could just skull, but also just do that. Yeah, I've kind of been out of it for a while now, right? Like, now that I think about it, it's been almost 4 years, dude. So yeah, the you know, market has changed quite a bit for software development. It seems like it's not nearly as in demand as it was like 7, 8 years ago or whatever. Okay, I guess we're gonna double skull here. I think usually I only single skulled, but I don't know. Double's probably safer. I also skulled that guy. Maybe I should. Yeah, all the AI stuff is insane, dude, from what I'm hearing. Oh, God. Like, that effect is going to be... I mean, it already is. Like, just... the amount of jobs that are being taken by that. It's just brutal, dude. Because yeah, at this point, you could have somebody who doesn't really know what's going on make something that would take a senior developer, you know, maybe take months to make, and someone with, you know, maybe not no knowledge, but very little knowledge could just simply use AI to like cook something up. So yeah, I know quite a few people who are very like people I used to work with, where, you know, in their 60s, right? I've been doing software for many decades, who are just like kind of pissed off because it's like, man, I like gonna lose my job that I'm literally just doing, you know, they're literally just doing it for fun because they want to at this point. I have more than enough to retire if they wanted to, but like, they don't want to do this AI stuff, dude. It also takes the fun out of it too, right? God damn it, dude. But yeah, not bad damage for +6, huh? Okay, so 8 chunks, and then... One, two, three, four. So I guess I I'll get this one, and then there's one that I'll skip in there, I guess.
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Tom, thanks for the brand new Prime stuff, dude. I appreciate that. How many years ago did I start Dark Souls? My first Dark Souls game was Dark Souls 3, which I started playing in 2017. Because of a recommendation from one of my friends. He's like, he kept talking about the game, and I think I was just one day. He's like, oh, I guess I just try it out, and here I am. Kind of funny. Kind of funny how things start, right? The butterfly effect. Like just one little mention of this game from my friend a while ago, and now here I am. Pretty funny. Yeah, I made my career. Yeah, sorta. I guess. Yeah, isn't that funny? It is funny. It's funny to think about once in a while. Probably should go level up. I don't really know when. Oh boy. Probably the worst thing I could have possibly done right there. Which chunk should I skip? I could either skip that one or the first one. Oh, Power Within? I don't think I actually wrote that down. Write that down. Power Within is the thing that enables this run. Sort of. Well, it doesn't enable the run, but it makes some of the strategies possible. No, I haven't talked to him in a while, dude. Mooching, there's free aim, very accurate keyboard mouse. Cool, I guess. That is one thing. I think Elden Ring's obviously got the insane lock-on range, right? Which it doesn't. It should have it. In this game, the lock-on range is terrible, and oh. And for most players, that's a bad thing. But I find it so much fun to free aim in this game. That's one thing I kind of miss about this game when I'm playing Elden Ring. Is you can just lock on from so far away, dude. Started in 2022 with Elden Ring, and then after this played DS3 and 1. What about 2? Why didn't you play 2? What's going on with that? Ever get tired of Dark Souls games? Not yet. There was a point in time in probably, when was that? 2020? In 2021, I stopped streaming for like 4 months because I didn't really know what to do at that point. Because I had done a bunch of runs in Dark Souls 3. The whole reason I started streaming in the first place was Dark Souls 3 runs. And I had just finished the master run all bosses in this game, and I was like, there were still runs I could have done, but at that point in time, I was kind of like, what's even the point anymore? I'm pretty much done. The whole reason I started streaming is basically I've accomplished it, and so now I'm gonna stop. But then I came back eventually, and I started doing some... I think I did Bloodborne no hit when I came back, and then Elden Ring came out, so... But yeah, so that's probably the only time where ever... It wasn't really that I got bored, I'd finished probably one of the hardest runs you could do. And I don't know. I didn't know what to do after that. So just... I just stopped. Yeah, it's not, but yeah, like I said though, it's not like I didn't have anything to do, because I could have easily just gone to do runs in the other Souls games and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I just needed a break, right? I'm gonna buy some more skulls. Souls-likes are so common now, even if FromSoft does not. Well, maybe. I don't know about that, though. If, you know, worthy games to no hit. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, if you are not wrong, though. If I really didn't know what to do,
Well,
and I was looking for some sort of new challenge, then honestly, I probably wouldn't go to Souls-likes. I would probably... I'd probably start running different types of games, different categories of games, rather than try to do Souls-likes. You know, all those runs that I've been wanting to do, like Elder Scrolls, and honestly though, Elder Scrolls, I don't know how long that would last me and how long I would be interested in doing at least no damage runs in those games, but maybe just like some casual runs too or something. Yeah, I'd probably do Minecraft and some platform games. I surely one day I'll do some Celeste runs or something that I said I was going to do a long time ago. You know, that sort of thing. I'd probably rather do that than do runs in like Liza P or, you know, some other kind of direct Souls-like game. Holy shit, dude. I should have made a save on this part. Maybe the problem was I threw a skull at the first part, which I shouldn't, or I don't normally do. It was like a curving arrow around the the ledge or something. Right again. Yeah, I think that first skull is a mistake, probably. I should do this again. Yeah, that was a crazy snipe, dude. What's the PTO strat for a streamer? You know what? It does... That's an interesting question. Whoops. It really depends on... Streaming is like... It's tough in the sense that it's hard to get to a point where you can just leave for a while and it doesn't affect your stream at all, you know? I'm very fortunate that I'm like mostly in that position at this point. Yeah, I think the problem was the first skull throw messed it up. Let me try it again though. But yeah, it really depends on who, right? Depends on a lot of things. How much for a femboy outfit and thigh cam stream? Honestly, there's no amount of money, dude. There's actually not. There's no price on that. Yeah, because I'll do it for free, of course. Buttermouse, thanks to the 5-month reset, by the way, dude. Okay, yeah, this is the tried and true strat here. Basically. There's one concern with this guy on the left doing the poke. Watching Fist Only, do I think it was the hardest challenge I've done? Definitely not. There are different types of challenges, and that was purely endurance, which, all things considered, is actually pretty easy to do, right? Endurance isn't that hard. You just have to be committed to it. Whereas some other runs I've done are much more demanding in every other possible way, basically. So yeah, I would say it's not even close, really. There's the damage set up. We could just fog wall cheese, but I kind of like this cheese, dude. Wait, why am I running?
Is there a video plan for that all bosses run you did with Patastic? It's probably my favorite run of all time, and I was hoping it would be a sequel to the original.
Tombstone, thanks for the 17-month resub. There is a plan. It's been in the works for a while now. Okay, so apparently the setup for this, by the way, is you walk up to them and just backstep. Beautiful. But yeah, that'll come out eventually. The run took the longest. I think out of all the runs I've ever done, the longest from start to finish, like from start of practice to actually getting the run, was the God Run 3. I think that was believe that was the longest. I just realized I probably should have gotten a +9 for that fight, but like, I didn't even notice the difference, dude. Our spell buff from +6 to +9 is very small. But I mean, if I'm coming back to Firelink, one of the great things about spell runs in this game actually is that you don't really need to go past a +6. Yeah, the God Run 3 I think took me, was it 3.5 months, maybe like between 3 and 4 months from starting to getting the run, which is I believe the longest run has taken me.
Do not what?
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable, right? There's a lot of content on that, obviously. So, makes sense. I'm sure this next run that I have planned is going to be longer than that, though. It should be longer than that, I'm guessing. Basically the same run, but all bosses as well. That's going to be an absolute behemoth run, dude.
Farewell, Ashen One.
You know what? I probably should have given him the thing first. So we're only transposing Prisoner's Chain, right? Because we're doing ODK later. We're not using Vestiges anywhere. Oh, yeah, Boulder Heave as well. That's right. That's right. Yeah, if you guys noticed that, by the way, our spell buff, I think we were at, what was it, 202 at +6, and we go to 206 with +9. Very, very small difference. Also, you know what? Another thing I should have done probably is equip Power Within for that other fight, but I forgot. I guess we didn't have the spell slots for it, but yeah, I guess that's fine. Alienware no laptop run? Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on with that, dude. Sure. Go like that. Yeah, you need the laptop. I mean, surely it'll happen at this point, that giveaway. They've totally, like, ghosted me, dude. That's much lower than what I was getting before. Am I forgetting something? I didn't get a +10 this time, but that doesn't make that big of a... Oh, yeah, that's... There it is. Part of the reason why Black Flame is so busted is because the poise damage it does is just insane, dude. I could have just killed him. Okay. If FromSoft is working on a remaster, I hope it's DS2. Yeah, 100% I agree with that. DS2 remake would be insane if someone decided to do that. Do I get to 30 attunement or... We stop at 30 attunement on this run. I guess so. Yeah, I guess we just go attunement. Would be amazing, but you doubt it happens. Really? I think there's a chance, dude. I think there's more of a chance of Dark Souls 2 remake. You know, maybe 5-10 years down the line compared to anything happening with Bloodborne. At least. That's not really saying much, but I could see that happening. I could definitely see a DS2 remake happening at some point. If I try to kill this guy, he's a little beefy, but maybe. Probably like 2 or 3. Wow, that is not great. Not really the point of doing that, but... Remakes are just slop cash grabs. I disagree with that. I think Demon Souls, just as a recent example, or I guess fairly recent, Demon Souls Remake was extremely well done. And for people who didn't play the original or didn't want to play the original on PS3 or whatever, such as myself, in fact, like, it was my first time playing Demon Souls, and that was excellent, dude. I think it did a good job of the purpose of a remake, which is to, you know, bring the game to newer players who didn't play the original and give them like a, you know, the same experience but more modernized, I guess. Yeah, that was great, I think. Okay, well, DS1 Remastered's a little different because it's just a remaster. It didn't really do a whole lot. But the Demon Souls remake, that was really good, I think. Okay, so it takes 4 casts into phase 2, I think. Oh, I thought I just rolled by accident, but I didn't.
Where have you aborted?
So let's drink. If I got to that 30 attunement, I would have had the perfect amount of attunement to just kill him right at the end there. We're just a little bit short. Yeah, FromSoft didn't make the remake. That's what I was saying. Like, whoever does it, right? Because, yeah, I doubt FromSoft would do that, but who knows? Timu Demi Human Queen. No, it's the exact opposite. If DS1 was revisited, you want a full reimagining? Game kind of sucks while having such good ideas. DS1 or DS2? Which one do you mean? Because usually people say that about DS2. I don't think DS1 really needs remake. I think it's... I wouldn't hate if it got one, but... Yeah, I mean, I guess if someone made a DS1 remake and then fixed the whole second half of the game, that would be pretty cool, right? I think that'd be sick. Okay, I think we go Black Flame. Yeah, I think that'd be great, dude. Someone did that. You know what? Sage Ring would be really nice here. I kind of didn't think about that. Almost never winning with remakes. People will complain if they change it or don't change. Yeah, but is that really a big deal, though? Because the Demon Souls remake... I mean, think about... Man-Eaters, right? That boss is still garbage in the remake, but I don't know. Were people complaining about it? Probably. Okay, so this much attunement, I don't have to drink here. Much better, actually. What stats am I aiming? We want 30 attunement, 40 in int and faith, and then the rest in endurance. That's it. All right, so let's go get the prisoner's chain now. Or wait, should I? Because we need to get... Let's go kill the stray demon now. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, let's go do it. Yeah, so for the rest of the run, we just go in endurance at this point. So we've hit the caps of Intent Faith for Pyro. We could still get a couple % more damage if I go crazy, but there's just no need. Stray Demon is more of a mini-boss, like the Hydra, I guess. Right, there's no boss health bar, so we don't actually have to kill it, but on this run, we get Boulder Heave from it, which is what carries the DLC. So yeah, it is just like the Hydra, yeah. Although the Hydra's actually required. But yeah, they're basically just mini-bosses, right? Move on to Bloodborne. I could do that. Maybe. Not really sure what the plan is yet. I think what we're doing for this guy, I don't know if this is 100%. It just, he has one attack that I'm pretty sure is just undodgeable if you're too far away, which is the rock spit. It seemed okay though. Prisoner chain, Boulder Heave. I should have made a save for that guy. Done that a couple times probably. Why am I only +8? There was something I missed. I don't know what I missed. I missed one of the bone shards somewhere. Can't think of which one though. Doesn't really matter. We're at least gonna get a +8. I may skip the one that's in catacombs. But there's some other one that I missed, I guess. The Hex Elegy. Yeah, surely the Hex Elegy, dude. The bone shards don't matter that much, but I wouldn't mind getting a +8 or 9. How much effort do I put in my hair? Basically, the bare minimum. VODs from All Bosses Dark Souls Trilogy. No, I haven't done that yet. I did do some preparation at that point in time for it. But it's kind of now where I'm actually committing to doing it. I mean, ideally I finish it before the end of the year, I guess, but... That's the plan for the rest of this year, though, is to do not just Trilogy All Bosses, but... Trilogy plus Elden Ring plus Demon Souls and also Bloodborne in a row. Pretty ambitious plan, but... Oh yeah, I didn't get Toxic Mist yet, but we don't really need it until... Unless we just don't even get it at all. Because, you know what? The only place in this whole run where I'm using Toxic Mist is on Half-Light. That's the only place. No Sekiro, because Sekiro's just not a Souls-like game. I don't care what people say, it is simply not. So... And you know what's funny? At the very start of my God Run 3, somebody was asking me, or I was talking about it or something, and I was basically saying that I didn't want to do Sekiro in the God Run 3 because I don't feel like it fits. And I was saying that when I was doing the God Run 3, which obviously has Sekiro in it, right? But yeah, I haven't changed my mind on that. But now that I'm doing a multi-game run where the precedent isn't set to include Sekiro, I'm not going to do it. And it's not because I don't like the game. It just simply because it's not the same category of game, in my opinion. That's it. So I don't think it really belongs in a Souls multi-game run. This is definitely faster than any wyvern kill you ever see with the plunge. Like, at least not the strat where you run around, I mean. Reality Hurts, thanks for the 6-month Prime sub. Yeah, I really like Sekiro. I'm not ruling out doing Sekiro runs again in the future, maybe. But yeah, that's why I'm not including it in the multi-game run that I'm planning. Let's go, Navy. How do I get the wyvern to not do the flying fire breath? Like the one where he just goes straight down? It's just RNG. There's not actually a way, I don't think. People call anything a Souls-like? Yeah, that's kind of true. Definitely a little bit of an overused term at this point, you could say. But yeah, when you start to think about it, it just really doesn't make sense to include it. If you're going for that common the theme of the Souls game, you know, Bloodborne fits it. Obviously, Demon Souls is like literally has Souls in the title, and it's the OG Souls game. Elden Ring, you know, they're all so similar. And then Sekiro, like I can't even pick my weapon, dude. Right? Can't pick my weapon in the game. I don't have to think about what build I'm using in that game. It's basically the same. Now, sure, I could change. I could use a slightly different strat on bosses with different like skills or whatever, but I'm gonna say I probably don't need... What do I use on this fight? We just go dark, I think, the whole time. Common theme is you die. Well, just in all those games, they have RPG elements. You can level up your character. You can do a different kind of character archetype with different builds, magic, or... big weapons, small weapons, whatever, right? I mean, probably out of all of those, Bloodborne is the most different because the way that it... I mean, it's still very similar, but the systems for magic and weapons are is slightly different in that game. But it's all basically the same, whereas Sekiro it's totally different. Sekiro is just like pure action game. That was the worst. Like, I don't even know what I was doing right there. That was so bad. I didn't mean to roll, and... yeah, that was not ideal. Oh, come on, dude. Crazy that we even saw any amount of phase 2 right there, but it's because my FP was bad. Have a lot of time in Souls games, but you're bouncing off Elden Ring hard. Well, I mean, it's not for everyone, right? If you like the normal Souls games and the level design in Souls games, and you come to Elden Ring, it's open world. Not everyone likes open world games, right? It could simply be that, or I don't know. It's probably the biggest change, but... please hit. I wonder if I would have enough stamina there to roll if he does the quick attack. Probably I'd have enough time. Dude, like, Black Flame on this boss is so stupid. Most disgusting build of all time for this boss, basically. I mean, Great Soul Dregs is pretty good too, but this is, I mean, this is dumb. Like freedom, but I hate running around and horsing through landscapes. I mean, that's why, like, Souls is perfect for that, right? Because it's like a semi-open world, I guess. Where you can still run around and go wherever you want, but it's not, you know, fully open. I'd like to get that free aim consistent. Just have to aim higher than I think. But no, I really like how Elden Ring is. I like the open world. I like open world games a lot. That being said, though, if they make their next, you know, if they make the next Souls-like game back to the Dark Souls style, not an open world, I'd be perfectly fine with that. If they make it open world, I'd also be perfectly fine with that as well. Dude, why is it so tricky to get that one? See if this is enough FP. the power within stamina regen is so handy.
WSG Gino and chat. Love me some good old DS3 rally. God bless you.
My
all.
S is cancel, it's enough. Spitz, thanks so much for the 16-month resub, dude. Dust Bloods is next year. There's no new Souls game coming out. Well, who knows, right? You think they're really going all in on Duskbloods and they're not making anything else at the same time? Like, they're usually making at least 3 things at a time, it seems. You know, some Armored Core, the next big Souls game, and then some side Souls project, I guess, right? I feel like they're probably... You know, what if I power within on the first phase? I don't know why I'm not doing that. Yeah, especially now where they've made just absolute insane cash on Elden Ring and the DLC. Right, the DLC sold, what, at least 10 million? 10 million plus. Base game sold 30 million plus. And I don't even cast it. Oops. Base game sold 30 million plus. They can afford to do a lot of things at a time right now. So surely it won't like decrease the quality or something, but yeah. Who really knows? Yeah, Night Rain sold, I think, at least 5 mil, right? I think that's what I saw. Certainly not bad for just some spin-off game. Oh my god, dude. You hit stun? Nice. I like that. This is the grab that they scuffed in Night Rain. They made it more delayed for some reason. I don't really like it. I should have done 3 there. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh. Thoroughly safe drink. There's a bit of a late roll right there. Very unfortunate you won't be playing Dustbloods because of Switch exclusivity. Yeah, I think that's probably a lot of people. Okay, we can probably move on from Nameless. I'm just trying some stuff in phase 1, I guess. There it is. That was kind of crazy. I don't think I've ever done that. I don't think I've ever stunned him when he's flying away like that. Maybe we should just drink here. Okay. Very nice.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I don't need anything else on Gravetender, do I? Probably wouldn't hurt to just take Black Flame or something. Okay. Time for the scary running section. Is there mod in DS3 that lets you use Karen Slicer? I mean, you could just use Farron Flash Sword. Maybe not as good, but... I don't feel like you need a whole mod just for one spell when it's already got a very similar one. Thought I heard a dog there. Every time I turn around, I hear a dog. Wondering if I should do Scream Skip or not. I kind of like it, but took to lose a run off of it. Just if you don't jump at the right angle on the second jump, you can die, is the problem. But I'll probably just do it. Unless, you know what, another thing I could do is just do this running section earlier in the run just to get it over with. We could unlock patches and then just do this running section if I wanted. Reset if I fall in the... Yeah, the problem is we're, like, going to be pretty far into the run at this point.
I've seen your empathy.
I wonder if Boulder Heave would work well here. Yeah, this guy should have been a Night Rain skin. 100% agree. That'd have been a cool Wilder skin or something. It's probably not how I should have done that. Yeah, surely save. Yeah. Probably, yeah, like it probably is. I guess the one thing, if I did this earlier in the run, I'd probably have to just kick him off or something instead. I don't think, dude, unfortunately, I just don't think Toxic Mist is worth it on this run. I kind of wanted to get it because it's cool, but... yeah, I just don't think it's worth it.
best.
Madman, thanks for the 2-year reset. Thanks so much,
Would
dude.
more types of structures help Night Train replayability? Imagine heroes' graves and catacombs as dungeons, or even new shifting earths.
Yeah, that's a really good idea, actually. I didn't think about that, but yeah, 100% more structures, or I was hoping the random forts would also be randomized with their layouts too. I mean, maybe I was hoping for too much, but yeah, just more stuff in that game is kind of needed, I think. Yeah, more shifting earths, more. Yeah, something like a hero's grave would be really cool, actually, where you go into it and it's maybe sort of like the. Sort of like the volcano where once you go into it, or a small version of the volcano where you go into it, and if you don't reach the end, by the time the rain comes, you're kind of like trapped in there or something, or have to backtrack out. But if you do make it to the end, there's a teleporter at the end that returns you to the entrance or something. Yeah, I think that'd be really sick, dude. Yeah, well, the whole map needs to get randomized. Like, it's not just the Everjail randomization, or Everjail locations need to be randomized, which they do. I think the entire map. The layout of the map should be changed every time, ideally. Yeah, Castle, like, I mean, just think about it. The more different each run feels, the better, the more successful that style is. It's kind of what roguelikes are all about, right? It's you want to have each run ideally feel unique, and Night Rain does not have that right now. There are a lot of good things about it, but that's the biggest miss, I think. So yeah, more bosses, more structures, more randomization, more maps, more shifting earth, all of that stuff. Yeah, I'm hopeful they'll do that, but my main concern is that I think what the game needs is such a gigantic overhaul that it's pretty unlikely to happen, is what I'm thinking. It's not that I think the game is terrible as it is, it could be so much better. In my opinion. But the game's already, like, the game's fun as it is, but yeah, unfortunately, at least for me, it's kind of old at this point. I'm going to play it tomorrow when and I'll do some duo runs as well. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just thinking what I should get here. But yeah, maybe that's exactly what they were trying to do. They weren't trying to make a game that lasts for a long time and you only play it for a little bit. You move on or something, which it's fine at that, but it just, like I said, it could just be a lot better. Please walk into that. Ah, dude. The opening with Pyro is a little rough. With Sorcery, I could very consistently free aim 2 of them, but we just don't have enough range with Pyromancy. Oh my god, dude. Oh, I guess I do need Fire Clutch. Let's go in Green Wolf. Yeah, combat top. Yeah, the gameplay is excellent. I think. The traversal is cool. The classes are pretty fun. Yeah, just the randomization and the... Like, that's the main thing. But that's such a big thing, right? That's a core component of the game. That would have to get changed. I think ideally there aren't just 40 seeds per boss. Where once you play the game enough, you're actually very likely to just see the same ones over and over again. Like, I've had runs where I've gotten the same seed twice in a row, and it sucks, dude. It's actually horrible. And yeah, the relics suck, I think. They're not great. Would have been much better. Some of them are cool, but like the sorting needed to be figured out probably sooner. All right, let's do it. Probably would help to have a parry shield out. We're gonna try to start the loop sooner. I was right. I just totally messed it up. Wondering if I should try to get a parry shield in to this somehow. Oh, but then if I swap the Bellvine, then it stops working. Yeah, this is the problem with the strat right now. It's just I don't have a good way to set it up. What do I do? This needs to be improved. This needs to be better. Yeah, this needs to be better, dude. Fucking Grave Tender, dude. Yeah, how's it going, dude? Maybe they add a big 50 gigabyte DLC with 5 new maps, something like that. Yeah, I guess. I doubt it, though. I think that would help a lot, but that wouldn't really solve the problem necessarily. Like, it would make it much better. I think just ideally everything is randomized, though. I'm gonna try to do the... Does he dodge Sacred Flame? He does, right? I did test that. He does backstep on it. What if I look away and then Sacred Flame or something stupid like that? Yeah, that's actually one thing I've been meaning to test is the randomizer that came out. Maybe tomorrow, since the Ever Dark Sovereign and the update's coming out tomorrow, maybe like in the morning, we start doing some randomizer just to test it out. Seems like it could be fun. I was kind of thinking I would get this run tomorrow, but maybe not. Just delay it a bit. What do I do, man? What can I do? I need a different setup. I just got it today. Maybe, but I feel like we're still a little bit far out with some of the strategies, though. Based on how this run has gone so far. Something needs some work. Yeah, there we are, back at Grave Tender, yep. Classic. Booklet Sacred Flame. That'd be pretty funny. There's got to be a better setup for this. thinking. If I... I think you really need to be point blank for him to not roll. Or something, I don't know. What's nice is that even when he tries... Actually, you know what? He had block... Well... Wait, what would have happened there if I didn't kill him? Because he blocked... He did the rolling attack, which has block frames. So I probably would have gotten hit, right? Or would he have gotten stunned? I don't know. Well, getting him stuck in the corner doesn't really do anything with Pyro, because I have no way to... I have no way to, like, hit him safely. And so if I try to do a boulder heave, he'll just roll it. Yeah, I did in Infinite... yesterday, I did that. I just sat there doing it for a while, and it seemed to work, but I guess I didn't do phase 2. I should have done phase 2, because that's where problems kind of arise, I think. Yeah, Rain of Fire. Oh, I probably shouldn't have this on. I just don't know what to do. Is it? Yeah, I haven't tried Seething Chaos, I guess. Or Profane Flame. Guess I could try it. I mean, that once we start the strategy, it's really... Oh, you know what I could maybe do? Okay, I have an idea. I have an idea. Because I'm pretty sure Seething Chaos should knock him down. But that being said, what do I take out? Because I kind of like all this stuff. Hey, this could be good on the dogs too, even. I don't know. Oh, one of them. I would quite like to have a melee spell so that I can deal with the dogs when they do that. Because with Great Chaos Fire Orb, I can't really do anything. Wait, I didn't see. Did it knock him down? I don't think it did. Yeah, the dogs are just so annoying like this, man. Maybe I should skull them. Dogs are incredibly annoying. Oh, did he fall to the ground? Yeah, I just didn't see. OG Esger. Nah, this is actually worse than OG Esger, I think. Not in terms of overall as a boss, because I like this boss more. But in terms of an NPC with dogs, the Beast Torch exists in Elden Ring, so it just automatically makes it easier. But yeah, Esger as an actual enemy is so much worse than Gravetender is. Not even comparable. Wait, 500 IQ strat maybe? Ah. It was pretty good. Okay, anyways, what I'm thinking... Yeah, we can maybe come up with a better strat for the dogs, but... What if I do something like this? Oh. He just walked out. I was actually only thinking about using one just to knock him down or something, but... that looks pretty good. Like, I was just thinking, just to get the knockdown, we could use that. And it did work. Use rapport on the Corvian. Like, the only Corvian that's even close to here is, like, up there. If that's what you mean. Surely I do that. So this first one, we snipe with Great Chaos Fire Orb. Second one there, third one here. They don't always take the same path, I guess. You know what? I wonder if the Millwood Knight arrows go through fog gates, because there's a thing with the normal Millwood bow weapon art that it goes through fog gates. I wonder if that's a thing. Okay, so Seething Chaos. And wait for that to explode. Or C just simply walks to the side. Obviously. Rebuff. That's nice, man. That's the best we have so far, for sure. That's pretty nice. Seething Chaos and throw Skull at it is 500 IQ play, dude. Sounds like a really good idea. Is it the falling animation? I've never seen that in this game. I've only seen that in Elden Ring, I think. Hitting Witch's Ring? I have it on. There. Also not risky at all. It's directly on the path. Okay, let's try a skull into Seething Chaos. That'd be cool if it worked. Oh, dude, that is that is really nice. It's probably not 100%, but that's very smart. Dang, dude. He's done that a few times, but it still catches him. That was a lot of damage on the on the wolf right there. Damn. That was a pretty quick wolf kill. I probably won't actually do that, but... Yeah, this looks pretty good. I wonder if I could use Seething Chaos anywhere else. You know what? I'm going to try Profane Flame as well. I don't know if it knocks down. It probably does. That's more kind of on the way. Well, I don't know about more on the way, but... yeah, I wouldn't have to change my boss order in that case. See if it works. So what did I just do? Yeah, huge 100 IQ play. But yeah, I guess the nice part about Seething Chaos is that I can do that wolf strat. Looks pretty good. Actual insane wolf strat.
Maybe I'll give you
Seraphim, thanks for the 5-month Prime sub, dude. Only I could delay it somehow. Free to start phase 3? Well, that's true. I could use it at the start of a bunch of bosses. Okay, let me just try Seething Chaos. Or sorry, Profane Flame. Because it also kind of has a weird cast. Bit of a smaller AoE, though. But does he not input read that? Oh, that might work just as well. Oh, wait, what? Okay, let's see this. Does he not input read? Guess I should have tested this. Yeah, okay, he does. Okay. Well, okay. Well, we're changing our boss order then, I guess. So, Demon Princes will come after Nameless, I guess. And yeah, we could just do Frida, Gravetender, and stuff later. It really doesn't matter, the order. Also, you know, it might be cool to end off on that Frida strat as well. Unless it doesn't work, obviously. That would suck. Okay. Let's go Miklos. Okay, yeah, we'll just come back later.
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Dr. Ma, thanks for the 31-month Prime sub. Thanks, dude. All right, let's go here. Let's see, again, this is why we need to do, you know, this is why I couldn't have jumped straight into attempts because, you know, things were still a little messed up, but we're slowly ironing them out. How's it going, Alessio? Yeah, DLC's included, yes. Of course. Delayed his YouTube chat. It's probably about 30 seconds. But that's just how. That's the only downside of streaming in 4K. It's that the stream gets more delayed. But if you want more like live chat, then just go on Twitch instead. But also, like one thing quite a few people do is they watch the stream on YouTube, but then chat on Twitch or something. That way you kind of get both. But, I guess that doesn't fix the delay issue, though. Okay, simply audio from Twitch. Now, this would be horrible, but audio from Twitch, video from YouTube, chat from Twitch, surely. Yeah, farming double views. No, it doesn't matter to me at all what you do, but... Yeah, YouTube just doesn't support, like, low latency streams at 4K. It's not an option. Yeah, seeing people spam F on Twitch. Don't know what happened for the next 30 seconds. Yeah, I guess that is a problem, isn't it? Didn't think about that. All right. I wonder if I have time to cast Power Within once I get down there. I can try it. We have a... This is an absurd Demon Prince kill. It's actually just completely disgusting. I guess I was out of stamina or something. I was trying to sprint, but... Yep. An insane kill on me. Delay your Twitch stream 30 seconds. Yeah, I guess, but then you... Like, the chat, you mean? Yeah, I guess you could do that. Maybe we should use a Blossom. Or I should just cast Power Within when I'm up here. Is probably the safer play. Shouldn't have done that, but stun. This is the most broken spell in the game on this boss, I think. I'm not sure what could possibly be better. I mean, you know what's funny? I've done like bow glitch kills on this boss with, you know, double soul spears and stuff. I still don't think I've seen something this dumb. Like, the next thing is the double boulder heave strat. Whoa, really? Okay, we shouldn't do it this way then. How could he have possibly not stunned there? Okay, well, we have to do it the other way.
Maybe
That's insane, dude.
best not ever.
Mel, thanks for the 14-month resub.
Machino.
Thanks so much, dude. That's really unfortunate, actually. But yeah, that we have to do it the other way then, because we need to stun him during that attack. I mean, something must have missed, or I don't know. Don't know what happened. Let's go for the slower phase 1. Oh, that guy's going insane for me, dude. Like, how I just don't get how the boss didn't stun earlier. How is that possible? Anyways, we'll just go with this guy. No big deal. Just to make sure. Actually, quite unfortunate how early we stunned him there. Okay. Do people still have problems with that attack? I don't think so. The side roll is the play. Mel, thanks for the 14-month resub, dude. And Fubos, thanks for the 1-year Prime sub as well, if I didn't say thanks for that already. Dory's during Miracle Run. Nah. Well, maybe phase 2 it could be good, but like Sunlight Spear is just gonna absolutely cook them. Probably. But we'll see. I would be pretty surprised if Dory's Gnawing outdamages Sunlight Spear at any point in the game. So Dory's Gnawing will be the strategy on Nameless King at least. But we'll see. Yeah, Boulder Heave, I didn't realize how consistently you double hit Demon Princes there. And so it is just so insane with the stagger build up. Excellent on Medeer as well, though you don't get the double hits. It's pretty good on Gale, but we're just gonna go Great Combustion on him. And then Grave Tender, it is insane for Sunlock. Frida, it is probably the most broken. Because in both phase 1 and 3, as long as we have Power Within going, Sacred Flame into pure Stunlock with Boulder Heave in both phases. It's crazy, dude. I've never seen any kill like that before. Yeah, you can Pyromancy at level 1 is actually excellent. Well, at least level 1 plus 0, it's excellent. You're ever doing a no upgrade run, you cannot sleep on spells in this game. Even the other Souls games as well. Elden Ring, it's really good too. Or no upgrade runs. It is basically because of what I was saying earlier, right? In this game, the scaling that you get from upgrades is actually pretty small compared to stats. It's the exact opposite of melee weapons. Melee weapons, I mean, they do scale with stats, but the biggest damage increases will come from upgrading. Spells are the opposite. Not sure where that cast came from there. I can't really remember what to do if this guy aggroes. I think you just run around wide anyways. I think it's the same. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, that's right. I was wondering who that dead guy was. That was a little scary. Maybe, do I not normally skull that? That did not feel right. Maybe I throw 2 skulls or something. I'll just do 2 skulls. Or I could also just kill the first one. Definitely, at least I would have to skull earlier than that. I'm going to do it that way. This one and this one. That's actually crazy. Madeir killed on our bridge. Madeir. That's insane, dude. That's really nice. Pretty clean. Victor, thanks for the brand new Prime sub, dude. I didn't say thanks for that already. Okay, I can't use that. I feel like I'm going to use it in the run or something. I'm just going to forget. All right, let's go level up, or I don't really need to, actually. No point. Power Within is like a more powerful Flame Gaming Strength, but it drains your HP. Yes, Boulder Heave is literally a Pyromancy, yes. Right at the top. A lot of people have been asking that, which I guess makes sense, but I wouldn't be using it if it wasn't a Pyromancy. I was thinking maybe Red Tearstone on this fight's better. That wasn't great, but I mean, you do sometimes get double hits on Madeir. Right there, I did. Oh yeah, you totally do, actually. I noticed that last time. Yeah. I'm supposed to... I need to time that differently, and I'm a little rusty on that move. Maybe the running path I took there was bad. Probably the scariest thing on this boss is that exact thing. Because when it ends up happening when he does that combos, you get, like, caught on him. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's just because I didn't run far back enough or something. Yeah, see, that's more how it's supposed to go. Let me just do it again. I think Oh my god. Wow. This is really far back. Okay. Wow. I guess I'll fight them again and I'll just teleport. Well, yeah, because yeah, I'll just fight them again and then teleport. Holy shit, dude. It really didn't make a save at all there. It's insane. I kind of thought that was a stun, dude. And I almost just totally mistimed that roll. Oh, those are definitely the best spins I've gotten with Pyro. Oh my god. If only I could get that every time, dude. The most disgusting Demon Prince phase 2 of all time right there. He couldn't even move. He actually didn't move a single time there. He couldn't move. Not a single attack. I don't think I've ever seen that. Okay, I'm just gonna simply... What am I gonna do? Go here. Yeah, that was ridiculous. I'm gonna have to try to do that every time. So I guess what I did there was I did the first attack, and then instead of going for the second one on his first spin, I kind of just delayed it. And I got better spins doing it that way, I guess, with this, so. I should have no clip somewhere here. Yeah. Don't mind me. Oh, but yeah, I was answering that earlier. Midir or Bale. I think Midir is... first of all, I think the answer is Bale for sure. But I don't know. I think, yeah, Bale's just better, but he has things about him that I just think are too over the top. He's a little bit too much. Whereas Midir is very simple, like too simple. So...
Maybe I'll give you the best nut ever.
Oh. But yeah, I do like Bale more, I think. Bale is just insane visual clutter, but whereas this boss is kind of extremely simple. So... Please hit. We should be freeing some of these. Dude, that's crazy, actually. Insanely rare. Backstep into immediate charge from that distance is crazy. Whoa. It's like a full-blown extra attack right here. We'll be able to get the third off, I think. That's really such a weird fight here. How much this does to his tail. Big 7-0. Yeah, I think, you know, oh my god. You take Bale and, you know, maybe you tone down some of the visual clutter a bit. Remove the RNG lightning, which is just totally unnecessary on his flying attack. Then he's basically like a perfect dragon boss, I think. I do really like Bale. But he can be a bit much. Oh. Yeah, and I remember my first time fighting Bale. I was like, oh, this guy's really cool. But then the lag started hitting, and I was like, holy shit, this is insane, dude. Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna try only Poison Mist for this. Gale or Mesmer? That's a tough one, dude. I mean, Mesmer probably is better. Apparently there's a branch trap for this guy. Yeah, Bale, yeah, that's true. He does have a lot of downtime when you're fighting him. Not to mention fire deflection, of course. I think Gale is just a perfect Souls boss, basically, dude. Mesmer is also pretty much perfect, too, so I don't know. I guess what I like about Mesmer is that he's a bit harder. Probably. I don't like the Mesmer arena, though, at all. Okay, so if I only use Poison Mist, how long is this going to take? Let's see. Yeah, Mesmer is harder than Gale, 100%. It's not even close. Yeah, I mean, that's the one drawback on Gale. I don't think this is necessarily a problem, but he does have a pretty simple moveset. I think simple, most of the time in Souls games, simple is good. And it's same with Gale. It is good there, but for some people, that may be a bit of a detraction from him. No, he's not the hardest boss, but whereas Mesmer is you know, he's more complex. All right, well, how long is this going to take if I poison? Oof. Dude, this is like King Allant or false King Allant strat here. I should probably just get poison, right? Or toxic. But it just I would literally only use it for this boss. So don't think Mesmer is that complex in Elden Ring terms. Yeah, you're not wrong. I think he's probably what the aim should be for the right amount of complexity for a Souls boss, in my opinion. But I've also stated numerous times that I don't, you know, they can go too far, which they did in Elden Ring, probably, so. Weiser, thanks for the 250 bits, dude. Also, Camero, thanks for the Brendan Prime sub. Problem had with some of the DLC bosses is they were over the top. Oh, dude. That is, right when I played Elden Ring and I was thinking about a DLC, that was the exact concern I had with the game, with the DLC, is that the game already was trending in the direction of bosses that were really cool looking, but and had super cool looking attacks and stuff, but were just garbage to fight. Elden Beast, Estelle, Fortisax, you know, quite a few bosses are like that, or they have some attack that's garbage. Like Fire Giant even, I guess, but when I saw those bosses and I was starting to think about a DLC, that was my number one concern, which I was totally right about, I think. And they did do that. They made... That's why I think simple is good. That kind of reinforced my opinion that simple does not mean bad in Souls games at all. A boss like Gale, my first playthrough, he took me a while. Like, he took me a good couple tries to kill him, but it was so satisfying to learn the fight. And he was so tanky that I couldn't really get away with just tanking through and healing stuff. Because he did a lot of damage with the cape and the... You know, it's just such a... He's got so much health, so... It was so satisfying learning the moveset and beating him that way. Rather than... I don't know, just being able to, like... forget about some of his super complicated moves and just try to DPS race him down or something like that. Yeah, so no. So, complex can be really good as well. But all I'm saying is that simple doesn't mean bad when it comes to Souls bosses. And the DLC reinforced that a little bit for me. That's all I'm saying. Midra's a good example of a boss that's like that, where he's a really solid boss, but he's also, like, he is quite simple. In Elden Ring terms, he's a simple boss. He's more of a Dark Souls 3 type boss, in my opinion, which is a really good thing, actually, but aside from some of the jankiness he's got, he is really good. Yeah, Millennia is a boss that is over the top, I think. At least Waterfowl. But that being said, that would be an example of a boss where at least once you learn the boss, that is where the complexity can be extremely fun to deal with. She's a very fun boss, but I still think she's a little over the top for what a Souls boss should be. Probably. But I don't mind that, you know? She's like some random optional boss, basically, or she's a remembrance in a great rune, but to actually beat the game, you don't need to go anywhere near her. So I don't mind putting some hard mode boss in the game somewhere tucked away. I think that's fine. But yeah, no Waterfowl. Yeah, maybe just more... An attack that's like that has a more findable dodge would have been nice. Don't mind having it look good or be complicated as long as it's... Yeah, there's a big difference between complicated and visual clutter on bosses. And that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with some of the Elden Ring bosses that just they went for show over, or it feels like they went for visuals over the actual fight itself, which I don't like. Right? And that's why I brought up examples of like, you know, Fire Giant, Fire Breath, and Elden Stars. Those are just not well-designed attacks at all, no matter how you look at it. Did he just hear me? Dude. Maybe I should get Toxic Mess, man. Oh my god. Yeah, just really garbage attacks that maybe they look cool, or they thought they looked cool, but it just adds nothing. It, like, takes away from the game. Yeah, I guess because, yeah, Half-Life just keeps moving closer in there. So, maybe I'll go get it. If I do get it, though, I would love to find another spot to use it. I just can't think of anywhere, unless I cheese Gale, which I'm not going to. There really just isn't any other spot because our damage is so insane. Alright, Flash Sweat. I think that's it. Yeah, I'm just going to get this. Honestly, it's faster overall for me to get this still, even though it's riskier. Just because this, I mean, yeah, that kill takes... I don't know. How long was that? Probably like about 10 minutes, right? Or something like that. Getting this does not take 10 minutes. Could add Great Chaos Fire Orb here, though. Yeah, Heelstar is a really good boss, I think. I think they could have put him in a Souls game and he would be... Oh. Or in... Yeah, like that's a boss that probably could just go straight into Elden Ring and be really a top tier one. I would say. Okay, so that one... Sure. Oh, dude, I didn't... God. Yeah, Malekith is a really good boss as well. The problem I have with him is the same problem I have with Morgott, where just the scaling is totally off. But I guess in Malekith's case, he does a lot of damage too, so it just becomes a DPS race boss for most players, and I don't like that very much. If I were to design a Souls game myself, the bosses they wouldn't be damage sponges or anything, but it would look more like a Gale fight, at least for those big cinematic ones.
Farewell, Ashen One.
I guess while I'm here, I could... Well, we have to come back anyways. I guess I will get Toxic Mist then. Yeah, Malekith, he's got 80 poise, he has no health, and he does insane damage. And so it's not really a learn and then win situation as much as it is just, you know, maybe you get good RNG on one attempt and your build is good enough where you just simply win. And yeah, the problem with Morgott is that's just... I mean, it's not even like Morgott does insane damage or anything, it just, simply doesn't have enough survivability to be that great. Especially considering his moveset is so good. And not over the top either with Morgott. Like complicated, but not too complicated. Yeah, Ishin is really good, yeah. That's probably fine. We're just gonna skull 2 here, so. Okay, so what we need... Fire pellet, flash sweat. I think that's it. Oh, no, prisoner. Oh, my God. The most important thing I almost forgot. I figured I was missing something. I couldn't think of what, though. Oh, I guess this guy's getting kind of close. Must have saw me. Okay, so... Does it... I don't think it matters the order that you use these in, right? Oh, I forgot to skull, but... Okay. Dude, I don't... I actually don't know what to do. I probably shouldn't. Because that does take a while, and it's much riskier than Poison Mist Half-Light, right? Okay, maybe I'm going to try the Poison Mist Half-Light again, and just simply not let him hear me. Because, I mean, it is slower to go do this, I think. It's less boring, though. Yeah, I guess I could get Slumber. I shouldn't need it, though. And you know what? I even did get Orbeck on this. I just kind of forgot about Slumbering. I was talking about that earlier. So Denga, thanks for the brand new Prime sub, by the way. Also, Madeline, thanks for the brand new Prime sub as well. Just me playing Bloodborne with FPS mod? No, I'm not playing with an FPS. Well, I guess it's sort of an FPS mod, but I'm playing on the emulator on PC. But no, I haven't streamed that at all. Yet. Yeah, Duo Ape, it's not a great fight, but as far as duo fights go, it's one of the better ones, I think. I guess I don't need to do this. One of the better duo fights they've made, in my opinion. And it might not seem that way at first, but once you realize how the moves work together, then you'll realize that it actually is pretty solid. The part I don't like is the arena. The arena is the problem. And especially the way the camera wall correction in that game works is terrible. So, it's somehow not the same, I don't think, unless my settings were messed up. But yeah, I think it's an interesting way to do a duo fight. And if people aren't aware of how it works, the way it works is the Guardian Ape, the big ape, will do an attack. The brown ape will do a corresponding attack 100% of the time. And so the way that you control the fight is you bait out an attack from the big ape, and then the small ape will do something, and that's when you get the punish openings, right? Because once you pick up on it, you should know exactly what the brown ape will do after the white ape, so. And then, yeah, you just, simply destroy the brown ape because it doesn't have a lot of health, or use firecrackers or something, and then you're golden. I'm gonna sit here again and just do this because. So no, I would definitely not rather fight. Well, Godskin at least has a good arena. Again, that's the biggest problem with the duo ape fight, I think. Now I'm gonna try Poison Mist again because I'm probably just not gonna get Toxic Mist. I don't think. Not if I have no other use case for it, and I just don't. I thought I was gonna use it on Gale. There's no point. I thought I was gonna use it on maybe Frida. There's just no point. Like all these spots where I thought I could use it. I do think it. Nah, even if I try to get it for Deacons, there's just absolutely no point. I like cats, yes. Dumbest Elden Ring take is Godskin Noble's fun. I think Noble is pretty fun, too. decently fun. Certainly not my favorite moveset ever, but not terrible. Are you meant to dodge noble roll attack? Simply roll through it, I guess. No, the roll attack's bad. That's a horrible attack. Yeah, my opinion of Noble and Apostle are pretty similar. I think they're both decent on their own, but they both have some annoying little things that they do. Especially Noble, probably. Because, yeah, that roll is just garbage. No, you know what? Noble Presence, I don't mind Noble Presence because it's an attack where once you've seen that attack enough times, you can start to react to it. And I don't mind having fast reaction attacks in the Souls games, especially if they're not that punishing. It's not that punishing. You get hit by it, it raises you up. She usually does the follow-up attack, and you just dodge it. It's no big deal. Predict Bale's Yell? You don't have to predict it. It has a massive telegraph, honestly. It just, you have to know what to look for, I guess. Prefer Apostle? I don't think. I think I like... I don't know. I don't know which one I like better. I hold them to pretty similar regard, I think. They're both pretty okay. Both pretty solid. Elden Ring has a lot of bosses with at least one bad attack. Yeah, 100% I agree with that. You are very correct on that one. Yeah, Mesmer Snake is pretty janky, yeah. Yep, I agree. I don't know. Well, I don't know about a lot of bosses, but a lot of the main ones do kind of feel that way. Like if I'm just thinking about it right now, yeah, you have Elden Stars. Although Elden Beast arguably has several bad attacks, but Elden Stars is by far the worst one. I don't think, like, Radagon, if we're treating him as a separate boss, which I guess he's not technically, but Radagon doesn't really have anything bad about him. The teleport hitbox thing might be kind of annoying, but it's not a big deal. Horlu, does he have a... Horlu's pretty damn good, dude. I can't really think of anything that he does that's annoying or one bad attack. Malekith. Malekith's also really good. I can't think of anything there. Okay, so who's before that? I mean, Godskin Duo is just not a great boss. But I guess if you're thinking of one attack, the roll is not great. And then you have Fire Giant, which is obvious. Fire Breath. You have Morgott before that, who... I guess the spam combo could maybe go in that category. I'm not a big fan of the spam combo, but it's not the same levels of bad as the other ones. Who's before that? And then you've got... I guess Rykard has the Earthquake, which sucks, and the Poison Attack, which is also bad. Radahn doesn't really have anything super bad that I can think of. Does have ultra delayed attacks, though, I guess. Who else is there? Godric has the Fire Breath, which is absolute garbage, of course, with the deflection. Who else is there? Renala is just an annoying boss overall, I guess. But yeah, I guess quite a few of the bosses do have kind of one annoying attack. Fire Breath from Godric has consistent dodge. Yeah, simply run away, you mean? Going behind him would be nice if it didn't deflect off of stuff. That's just something I don't know about.
Maybe
Stand in his face and jump?
I'll give you the best nut ever.
Hi, Gina.
How is that
How are
possible?
you today?
Like the continuous fire breath. You're saying you stand in front of him and jump. Are you sure about that? If I slow walk here, does... Yeah, I just need a slow walk if I'm going to move around. I gotta see that, dude. That sounds crazy. Okay, I'm not going to get to this then, dude. It's not worth it. I hope you're right, though. That just sounds insane, man. Oops. I'm still not changing my mind that that's not a garbage attack, but it's like Elden Stars, right? There's a way to dodge it, but it's still an absolute trash attack. What other bosses are there? I mean, in terms of DLC ones, I wouldn't say Mesmer has any sort of standout bad attack, but yeah, I do agree that some of the snake attacks are a little janky. Roman has got the instant AoE, which is garbage. On the phase change specifically. The other ones are more controllable, at least. Yeah, Metter's this absolute atrocious laser attack. Does Putrescent Knight have anything bad? I mean, I can't really think of anything. Consort has several bad ones, I would say, especially on release. The cross attack, Light of Mikola's garbage too, but I guess they made it a little bit easier to get away from. Just most of those clone attacks I'm not a big fan of. They look cool as hell though, man. Sunflower, I don't think has anything bad I can think of. Yeah, the hippo. I mean, good thing he's optional, I guess. I don't know, but anyways, the point was, Rolana doesn't have anything crazy, right? But yeah, the point was that, you know, a lot of bosses in Elden Ring, a lot of main ones have kind of one shit attack, and I think that's mostly true. Just thinking about it. Yeah, the Putrescent Knight fire hitboxes are very weird, but they're consistent though, I think. Yeah, Jory. I would say about Midra. Midra doesn't really have anything egregious other than... This is kind of more of a me thing, but the cancel when he does his phase change move, anytime he flies up, very annoying that he can cancel out of it. I don't like that, but that's not really that big of a deal. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Because I was just a little bit slow getting away there. I probably just shouldn't do it. Yeah, the guy's charge attack is pretty bad. Definitely agree on that one. So anyways, yeah, I would say the point stands that a lot of Elden Ring main bosses have, you know, at least one attack that's bad. I wouldn't say the same about the good bosses or the main bosses in this game, though, right? Like, when you start thinking about it. And I do think part of that can be attributed to them wanting to kind of step up their game with bosses, even though they make the best bosses that I've ever seen in games, but I think they wanted to continue making bosses better. You know, more epic, whatever, but, you know, in doing so, it actually made them worse, I think. That's my opinion on it. That's what I think they were trying to do. I think they were trying to, you know, keep progressing with how good their bosses are. And in order to do that, they try to make them flashier and have more crazy attacks and stuff, but I don't think it worked out that well. In some cases. In some cases, because at the same time, a lot of the bosses they made in Elden Ring are like very top tier bosses. And I'm wondering, can I do I was going to do a Great Combustion, or a Great Combustion into Boulder Heave into another Great Combustion there, but... What am I doing, man? Oh my god, that is crazy that I didn't get hit there. That is not how you do it. How scary is Gale Crossbow Coast? It is very scary. That is probably the only way I'd get hit in this fight on a real run. Because yeah, even rolling into it, you can get clipped if the terrain's bad. That is the thing I'm the most scared of in this boss. Always. It's phase 2. Phase 3 actually is easier. Good. Yeah, Pyromancy doesn't have the best Gale fight. Not terrible, but it's probably... This and Midir are probably the only fights in this run that it's worse than Melee, I would say. Every other fight is better. Okay, yeah, let me see this clip of this dodge, dude. I don't even know what to expect with this. Let me see this, dude. Let's see this. No way, dude. There's no way. Surely not. Nah, because like, there should be a chance that it can still deflect back at you. No, I would have to test this and see what the fire does. God, that looks so insane. Tracks upward. Yeah, I'd be so curious to see what the fire's doing here. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. If that's real. Like, what if you're next to the statue or something? Can it not still deflect back? Damn. That's crazy, man. Well, I'll have to try that on the next Elden Ring run. Because that looks hilarious, dude. Jump over the ones that deflect and the dragon aims upwards. That's so funny, dude. You know what? I will say this. It looks better than the Fire Giant Fire Breath dodge when you go underneath the boss. I gotta probably trust that more. Okay.
Farewell, Ashen One.
All right, so back to Grave Tender. I think I may do the whole DLC running section sooner than this. Because I would rather not. Maybe once I get the cat ring. Or when should I do it? After I unlock patches, maybe? Which is where? Yeah. It is probably the scariest running section in the game, so I'd rather get it done early. Okay, so now we have Seething Chaos. Man, that shot is so funny, dude. I have to try that. That's crazy, dude. Boulder Heave and Break Chaos Fire Orb, I guess. I would love to get Catch Flame in here, though. Or Great Combustion, I mean. What do I think about Moog? I think Moog's pretty fun. It's one of those cases where he has an undodgeable move, but
Maybe.
I do have a slight problem with it. Not, yeah, I guess I do have a slight problem with it, and it's due to the way the physics works. The idea of having some attack that's unavoidable unless you get a certain item, I'm kind of okay with it, depending on how it's done. But the thing that I can't understand, that drives me insane, is the fact that it doesn't fully negate the attack. I just don't understand why it doesn't do that. But yeah, I don't know. Mad King, thanks for the 37-month tier 2 resub. Thanks so much, dude. So simply what it should have been, here's what I think. If you get the tier, first of all, maybe it shouldn't have been in such a random spot, like some random invader. I'm sure there's a reason for it, lore reason, but maybe it could have been at the end of a dungeon, you know, at like some sort of dungeon in that kind of like Castle Saul or something. It could have been at the end of it. That's something that's pretty obvious that you would go to before him. It should have made it so you take 0 damage. It should have also prevented his his health recovery. Maybe that would have been a little too strong, but at least, you know, at least reduce it, his health recovery. Then that would be insanely good. And I think it would be, like, that's a cool thing to have on the boss, where you're encouraged to go explore more and get an item like that for the boss, and you're going to have a much easier time. Because how it works right now is, yeah, so you use the, whatever the tier is called, I forget what it's called. Purifying tier or something like that. You use it, you still take a bit of damage, which is kind of annoying. It's not really a big deal for most players, though. But then he still heals the full amount, which is by far the biggest problem with that attack. If you don't use the tier, he still heals the same amount. You just take a bit more damage, and so you need to use like 2 or 3 flasks to offset that. Which honestly isn't that bad. So because the tier is underpowered, I just don't think there's really good reason to go get it most of the time. So, but I wouldn't mind for something like that to be worth getting pretty much every time, unless you're really trying to go for speed, then you can just sacrifice it or something. But yeah, that's what I would have done personally. Reduce the heal and reduce, if not nullify, the heal, and then make it so you take 0 damage. And you know what? Maybe he should have tried to do the attack, but then once he starts it up, he goes into some animation cancel where he gets staggered back because you have the tier or something like that. I don't know. You guys see what I'm talking about? All right, let's try this. Oh, yes, I need... Here should have been a reward from the Vari quest. Yeah, that's actually a really good idea. Yeah. That would have been a smart way to do it. Dude, my cat is pulling my controller cable. Imagine during a live run, dude. Unplugs my controller live mid-run. Okay. It's stuck. Buff. Pat working for Miyazaki, dude. We do Seething Chaos. I mean, it'd be really cool if I could... I'm sure I could set up a one-shot on the wolf if I got Gravetender over here when I was doing the stun lock and then just threw a bunch of Seething Chaos down right here where he spawns in. But yeah, that's a nice strat, dude. Beautiful. Seething Chaos was the key, whoever suggested that. Or I think someone suggested it, right? Or did, I can't remember. Let's go here. I think my cat left, dude. I think he left. That's actually crazy, dude. Can't wait to lose a run with controller disconnect. So the build here is Sacred Flame, Boulder Heave, and then Great Chaos. This is a cool fucking kill, dude. And you know what? There's actually a great reason to do this fight this late in the run, and it's that the more stamina we have, the more consistent this should be. It would be cool to throw Seething Chaos when Frida spawns, but it's not really worth it. All right, so phase one. All we should need is one backstab. As long as it doesn't take so long that my power within runs out. And you know what I've realized is that I haven't a single time used the Lingering Dragon Crest on this run. That I absolutely should be using. I guess that's not a full stun lock. Wow, she started that up really fast, dude. That was a really fast startup. Yeah, maybe, you know what, maybe there is a chance she gets out of it in phase 3 as well. But her recovery is different in phase 3. That really missed. It's so weird that the Great Chaos Pool just doesn't hit this guy. I don't get it, dude. Okay. Flynn's ring? You know what? The problem is I wasn't... Oops. I think I need to be sprinting forward there instead of just walking forward. That was the problem. Because I just got too far away. Yeah, use this driver Lamenter. If only, dude. Try it again. Yeah, I haven't tested if that's 100% consistent. But the worst case is what just happened there. She gets out of it, and then we just continue fighting her. So that's really nice. It's not like a strategy where if it goes wrong, I potentially get hit or something. Yeah, I think in this phase we need to like instantly spam it. She recovers more quickly. I guess that's a little concerning though. I tried Vestiges for this phase, which you would think would be better because it does more damage on the direct hit. But it misses half the time, and I can't understand why. It just misses most of the time, or half the time at least. I don't really understand. Try this again with the sprint forward. And this is where the power within stamina regen comes into play. It's what enables this strategy. But yeah, you know what? Clearly there are some more things I got to work on this run, dude. Unfortunately. And this first one we instantly cast. I didn't even see what happened. It missed? Oh, no, you're kidding me, dude. What the hell happened, dude? We gotta free him it? Okay, free aim, I guess? Does anyone... Okay, I'll just go back in the YouTube stream, I guess. It went over her? Dude, that's crazy. I didn't even see it. Because I was just looking at my... I don't know what I was looking at. Oh my god, dude. That's insane. Look at this, dude. Hello? Happening. And this first one we that missed. You're telling me that this missed. Okay, well, that's wait, something? That really missed. Wow. Yeah, clearly missed. Jesus, dude. No, okay, I think the strat's fine. I just need to free aim. Probably in both phases then. Wow. Okay then. Maybe to be safe, I should only do 3 in a row and then just get another Sacred Flame off. Nearly got her in face or in the air there. Oh my god. Whoa, she almost got pushed into me there. I don't know if I've noticed that before. That's almost like a classic ONS hit. Oh boy. Nearly. We'll have enough FP. Oh yeah, I was gonna free aim. Oh. Oh, so it's. Oh. It's a casting speed thing. Or not cast speed, but I need to delay more, I guess. Oh, interesting, okay. Maybe that's because of the sprint? Because of the sprint. So what do I do then? Yeah, I guess I didn't sprint last time, but I just get a little bit too far away if I don't sprint. So I need to sprint for like a second and then just jog and then And then do it, I guess. Okay. Really, we got it this time. Let's see if I have time to do the sprint. Well, she's a little bit faster in this phase at recovering. Ah, dude, I wonder if she has iframes in the air. I was also really close to getting procced by that. Oh my god, had that miss, dude. Is it just that are these guys' legs, maybe his legs are immune to fire, something like that. Maybe that's why he doesn't take pick damage after. Yeah, we're missing out. We probably have to do an extra 2 casts or maybe at least 1 cast because the fire tick doesn't work. Fortunately. Okay, so sprint. So this one I can lock on and just do this. It's too slow, man. Well, this might not be 100% consistent, I guess. I think that's the best bet. Just jog forward and do it. Like I said, it's not... If she gets out of it, I just do the same. Like, it's still an insane kill, right? But sprinting make me miss. It's because I got to... She does get iframe standing up. And so I guess, yeah, it was just a little too quick. And yeah, even when I did locked off, she still iframed it. Yeah, that's what happened, I guess. Yep. Okay, well, I should probably practice some stuff later before we do an actual attempt at this. But yeah, maybe some Night Raid tomorrow, though. Reese, thanks for the 28-month Prime sub. Thanks so much, dude. Rita would be so much more fun if she wasn't backstabbable. I don't know if I agree with that. I think the fastest way to fight her is to not backstab. The easiest way to fight her is backstab, I guess. But the thing is, it's not... It's completely viable to fight her without backstabs, which I think is the main reason why it's fine. Because you can really peg it, you know. Both ways are fine. Yeah, if it was if it was the case that the only viable way to fight her was with backstab spam, then it would definitely be worse. Okay, well, that's the route. The run's definitely going to be around 3 hours, I think. So, but yeah, maybe that took me longer than I thought. Like, I actually didn't think things were going to be. I thought things were going to be a little bit cleaner than that, but I was gonna, because I kind of wanted to start an attempt today, but I think I have to end, unfortunately. So, so Frida, I should probably do again. Gravetender looks pretty damn good, but maybe I should figure out something with the dogs a bit better, but it's already pretty solid. Gale is all right. Half-Light, Poison Mist, Madeira's... I should probably practice that dodge a bit more. You Imprint's good. Yeah, the rest of this run is really good. Yeah. Okay, well, I guess that's it for today, guys. Tomorrow, I guess the plan... Yeah, so the Night Rain... the update's tomorrow, right? With the new Everdark bosses? Does anyone know what time? It's not tonight, is it? I don't know. But yeah, we'll play some Night Rain tomorrow. Maybe we'll start some attempts of this run as well. Then maybe we just do both, or like if I get the run, or maybe just one good attempt and then play some Night Rain or something. But anyways, yeah, take care, you guys. Yeah, see you guys tomorrow. It's probably a longer stream tomorrow if we're gonna be 9 p.m. EST. But it is tomorrow, right? Tomorrow 9 p.m. EST. Yeah, probably long stream tomorrow then if we'll do some DS3 and Night Rain. Surely. Let's raid who? Let's raid K Witty, dude. He's doing some Night Rain. Yeah, I'm very interested if there's gonna be anything else in this update. Like some balance changes, or I don't know. Maybe they'll add some more stuff. Who knows, dude? But yeah, have a good rest of your night, you guys, and I will see you all next stream.